Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I can't even fucking keep a straight face. To the Select Start Network, episode 10. I am one of your hosts, Justin Larshay, and this time, I'm not going to do the dramatic pauses. I am joined by my co-host, Colin.
How are you doing, Justin?
I'm doing a lot better now that I know that we're actually recording.
Yeah, that was a little... I'm glad we caught it early on this time. I'm glad you figured it out.
God. Like, I think the worst part was, like, everything else, like, the setup, everybody came in, like, we were, like, 6 minutes at, like, 3:36. We were ready to rock it. Everything was fantastic. We record, intro, it was funny, and then I'm like, I didn't hit record. Fuck! But luckily, like I said, it was caught on literally right at the beginning of everything.
Yes.
So
not too much lost time there.
Oh god, because like we've lost what, 2 or 3 podcasts, I think, to that.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, like we're either it didn't record or it didn't save where it was supposed to, or the Let's Play where someone signed me out.
Yes. You were livid after that.
I was mad. Oh man, I don't think I've ever been that mad in such a long time. Where, quick story, I think we had just finished the podcast, or were we doing this extra on the side?
It was extra on the side. It was going to be its own video.
Yeah. So it was maybe a couple of days after the podcast, probably podcast 7, where we had the one where we had Nuno in it. I can't remember which one that is anymore. I'm gonna say 7. Sure.
I don't know all the numbers.
Yeah, 7. Let's go with that one. And we had everyone together, and we're gonna record. And we did. We thought we were recording. We had a few issues with Wheel of Fortune, unfortunately.
Oh god.
Yeah. And that one, the motherfucker kept on, like, it started smooth, and then it would just like and like not even skip frames. It would hold on a frame.
Yeah.
And there'd be music, everything would be happening, but nothing.
Yeah. And for the record, I was winning all of those games. Just so everyone knows.
Allegedly.
It was happening. It was happening for me.
And then so we swapped out of that one, unfortunately, because Wheel of Fortune was just fucking being a giant nub. And we ended up by switching because you had to leave.
Yep.
We switched over to Speedrunners. And that, like, on the capture was smooth as fuck. No technical issues. Everything was going great. I was winning at the beginning because no one knew how to play the game except for me. And then Lib started slowly connecting the dots, so then the game a bit more competitive. And then I'm like, cool, guys, that was great. I'm gonna hit and stop record. I'm gonna jump into the other room. Why are we not recording? Why am I signed out? What the fuck? Yeah. And just as a little heads up, when you get signed out of a computer, normally what happens is when you lapse out of time, like you go into suspension, whatever you want to call it, hibernation, your username still stays as the login, and then it's blank. If someone signs you out, it clears the name right away. So it's an empty space. And that's what I came to. I'm like, ha-ha! And I was livid, to say the least.
Yeah, I completely imagine that.
It was terrible. Oh my god. Even thinking about it now, just... It's not cool. It's not cool. But we're not here to talk about that.
No. We're here to have happy fun times with friends.
So I think, Colin, this is the first dual podcast we've done, eh?
Yep. First with me. You did 1 or 2 with Liberty?
Yeah, I've done 2 with Lib. I've done 3. Every time we've done the 3-man, I believe you've been a part of it.
Yep, I think so.
Yeah, because we did the 3-man with Nuno, and then we had 3 and up. Every time I had 3 and up. Except for the one where it was Clarissa.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, because besides that, it was the 3-man with Nuno. Then it was the New Year's Eve retrospective. Or New Year's retrospective, 2017.
Yeah, I was in that one.
Yep. Oh, and then there was the one with Haley. You weren't a part of that one?
No, I was not on that one.
So I think you've only really missed 2 or 3 podcasts, maybe?
Maybe.
I think besides, obviously, myself, where I've been in all of them, which is actually kind of a thing I want to see if it can be done. If in a day I could just be like, I'm not coming in.
Just everyone else comes in and handles it all.
Yeah, because I would like to see what kind of a show it would turn out to be. Right? Because I know when I do the show, I know that depending... I talked about this on my solo cast, where if it's 2 people, it's more conversation-based.
Yes.
3 people, it can be conversation, but it's a bit more topic-based. 4 people, it's more you have a topic, you talk about it, you get an opinion, and then you move on to someone else's topic, I find. Because a general discourse is kind of really hard to do between like 4 or more people.
Yeah, really.
Because you get the people that might like interrupt or overlap over one another, and it just becomes this giant clusterfuck of voices.
Yeah, and people yelling at each other, and if the topics get people all heated up, and It'll
It
just
never
be a
works
mess.
out. Yeah, so that's why I like the idea of like a 2-man. Whatever. If I accidentally talk over you, or if you talk over me, it's not that big of a deal. It's 2 voices.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. 3-man, like I said, usually you have one person who kind of stays more of like the yes man.
Yeah.
Which
Yes.
yes, and which isn't always bad. It's just sometimes you want more, and then with the 4-man, sometimes there's that person who always gets left out.
Yeah,
Right.
really. Well, it depends on the dynamics between the people, really. Like, I find during the 4-man ones I've been on, it has been mostly you and Liberty talking.
Yeah.
Like, it is you two kind of guiding most of the conversations, doing most of the talking, and then myself and whoever else, I think it was Nuno or Cole or whoever, would just kind of like chime in with our opinions every now and again. And I'm okay with that, actually.
But but I'm not. I want to be able to just take a step back, and like let the conversation take its course. Unfortunately, this is the weirdest thing I'm ever gonna say. I'm too much of an alpha male in that aspect where like I'll talk and like I don't fucking stop talking. I just don't stop, and that's an issue because if I'm on a podcast and I want to have other people in, they might get intimidated, or they'll just be like, "Well, I'm not coming back because like I said 2 fucking words, so they throw a 2-hour podcast. I had 5 fucking sentences."
Yeah, that's one of the things I've been thinking about doing on this, because like you're that type of guy who keeps talking, and I'm the kind of guy who will just sit here and just like kind of be quiet and just listen and be like, yeah, that's true, yeah. Just silently nod my head, yeah.
Which is like, wait, is Justin by himself? Is this a solo cast?
No, I am here. I am right fucking here.
But yeah, so that's one of the things I want to see if I can get other people to control the situation, continue the conversation. And I know with Lib it's not a problem because motherfucker likes to talk too.
Yes.
Sometimes a bit too much for my taste, but it is.
Ooh, talk so much for your taste. Damn.
But yeah, it's one of those moments, and like I said, I would also like to see. Which, by the way, this is something I want to start doing. I want to say a big thank you right off the beginning of the show to the people behind the cameras. There's no one behind the cameras, but the people in the control room today.
Yes.
Ruth is our director, so thank you, Ruth. We got Mac as our TD, and we got Chase in the audio.
Yes.
So, guys, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. You help add a little more extra oomph. See, I still can't do that. This is like. I got steroid heart.
It's real easy.
I can't. My fingers are too big. It's just like, I'm gonna give up.
Fingers are too big for love.
Well, one thing I noticed also on my solo cast that I need to change is I talk way too fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I start a conversation and like I sometimes get too invested into it, it's just like fucking.
You gotta just have that radio announcer. You just gotta have that slow, sultry PBS voice. Just continue talking.
If I could have a topic. If I could have that NPR voice, I'd be so happy.
Oh man.
You are listening to NPR.
But then again, it wouldn't be very you to start off a show being like, "Hello, everyone. This is Justin Larche."
Let's try that right now. All right, let's go to black. This is still
no.
live. Let's go to black. All right, so let's try this. So in 5, 4, 3. And hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Select Start Network. I am one of your hosts, Justin Larche, and today I am joined with Colin Burns. Hello, Colin. How are you?
Hello, Justin. I'm good. How are you doing today?
I don't think I could ever keep this up for like more than as long as
I'm
have.
already struggling to keep the voice.
That's rough, man. I can't. There's no way.
No.
There's certain jobs that I know that I'll never be able to have. I'll never have a librarian's job because
you would just talk the entire time.
Hey, shut up! Like I'll be that person. I'll be that librarian.
You just yell. There's like a little child who's running for a book. It's like, hey, no! You put that book back!
Well, like never move from where I'm sitting. Just always be like, hey, you! God, that'd be terrible. Oh man, I'm sorry for whoever's listening. I backed away from the mic, by the way, to make sure that I did that voice.
Yeah, gotta do the same thing. It's like, You'd be a good supervisor for a corn detasseling crew, because I had to learn how to do that. I had to learn. That's how I learned how to be like loud. Because I corn detasseled for a couple of years, and then after a few years, I became a group leader and a supervisor and all that.
Yeah.
And so I had a busload of teenagers who wouldn't listen to me, who I just had to yell at for hours on end.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best jobs I've ever had.
Really enjoyed it.
Oh, I loved it so much, just yelling at people all day. And I had to come up with like nicknames for all the kids and like creative ways to like motivate them and all this shit.
Oh god.
And I yelled at one kid one time. It was like, Hey, are you Dane Cook? You fucking suck!
Oh
And
my
just
God.
like the most random shit like that.
As the soup.
Yeah, well, that's what they all did to me. People yelled at us and threw shit at us and like tackled us and
Threw shit at you?
yeah, it was a great time. There was one time we had a kid in our corn crew who he just learned how to do like the pig squealing metal scream that
Okay.
and it was so annoying, and he just did it for hours on end, just making jokes about it and acting like a pig and all this shit. And then I got to the point where our supervisor like came to the back of the bus and yelled at him, like screamed at him, "You stop doing this! It's annoying everyone. You're interrupting our job. Just stop doing it." And like called him all these names, and Jenny was like, okay. And he was like almost in tears. And then we go back out into the field after lunch, and we're almost at the other end of the field. And what do we hear at the end of the field? Wee. And I was the one who yelled, "Ian, fucking shut up!" And he's like, "It's not me." And we all come out the other side of the field, and a couple pigs run across in front of all of us.
Oh my God. That is.
Just the greatest coincidence, almost like cry wolf moment there.
Oh my God. It's funny. So I had actually a couple of coincidence moments like this not too long ago, actually, now that you mentioned that. So on the second last podcast, the one with Clarissa, she talked about like customer service experiences and like how they can be shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And this past weekend, I had to call Bell and cancel my subscription with them for my internet and stuff, because it's still signed up for my old house,
Yes.
right? So the house is technically in the process of being sold, and we have someone like renting out the space. So we don't want to be paying for a bill that we're not using.
No.
So we had to go ahead and cancel that, and then this is how shitty the experience was. So my wife was doing it, and I could hear her over the phone, and she's like, "Okay, I'm calling you because I need to cancel my service, or can we put our account on hold, and then when we finally have a new place, we'll resume our services." So that way we don't have to like, "Oh, you're a new customer. Welcome to da-da-da." Because also with Bell, they just recently, or maybe not September, was in January? Yeah. In January, they switched their terms of agreements for the bandwidth limit. We got grandfathered in where we had unlimited bandwidth with our current price plan. But with the new one, it was like, "Oh, you get faster speed, but you have," we'll say, I don't remember what it was, we'll say like 10 gig bandwidth limit. And we're like, "But we're unlimited, and we're paying for unlimited. We're not gonna switch over and then not have unlimited. Are you fucking crazy?"
Yeah.
So they were just like, "Okay, well, we'll just grandfather you in." I'm like, "Yeah, you goddamn right you are, because that's the contract that I signed on." So we had that. We have to cancel. So like, okay, well, if we suspend, it'll be great. They're like, "Okay, well, there's a $50 suspension fee." We're like, "What?" "Okay, so what if we cancel?" "Well, it's a $50 cancellation fee." We're like, "Okay, well, so maybe we'll just cancel." It's like, "Well, if you do that, then if you cancel, you don't pay a cancellation fee. You just sign up as a new customer. When you guys get your, like, if you cancel that, you just sign up as a new customer, and then you'll get that, but you lose your unlimited bandwidth." We're like, "Okay." So we're like, "All right, so then we'll think about it." We're like, "Okay, well, you know what? Well, we want the unlimited bandwidth, so we'll just suspend." So they're like, "Okay, do you have your equipment with you for the Bell stuff?" We're like, "No, that's in Sudbury. We are 6 hours away in London." They're like, "Okay, is there a way for you to go get that equipment?" And we're like, "What?" Because now it changes into, "Yeah, you need to have that equipment with you to be able to switch it over, and for the suspension fee and all that stuff." We're like,
You have to have the same modem and the
yeah,
same...
the exact
Oh
same
my
equipment.
God.
We're like, "Okay, but if we were to cancel," they're like, "Well, if you cancel, then we'll deliver a whole new system for you." And then it gets noticed into, plus there's a $50 cancellation fee. Or setup fee, sorry. A setup fee. We're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
It's never easy with these guys.
It's
Never.
Like, and it's like, so wait, either we cancel, and when we sign up, we pay a $50 setup fee, but we get brand new equipment, or we put our stuff on hold, we have to pay a $50 hold, and we have to go fetch our equipment that is 6 hours. You want us to drive 12 hours in one day, my husband who is at school full time, my child who is in school, and myself who I work 40 hours a week, and you expect us to do this? They're like, "Yep." So Teresa's just like, "Then we cancel." "Oh, but you can't cancel today because our cancellation department's closed, so you'd have to call tomorrow."
Do they actually say that? Holy Okay,
Yeah.
so basically Bell is asking you to remove your pants, bend over, and spread them. This
Yeah,
is
all right, going in dry, man.
fucking Bell Canada,
They were
man.
Buffalo Bill. They were just like, put the lotion on his skin or he gets the hose again. Like, that's what was happening. Basically, like, "Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me." Like, that's what Belle was doing.
God.
So we're just like, then fuck you, we're done. Like, so today she calls up. She's like, "I want to cancel." Like it's simple as that. You're like, okay, well you still have like your previous like your this month's balance, like you still have to pay for. We're like, yeah, we understand that, but we're not coming with you guys ever again. Like we're done with you.
Yeah.
So now when we get a new place, we're gonna look at maybe because apparently Costco has an internet deal. And we're members, so like, fuck it, we'll try to take a look, see what we can find. Because at this point,
might as well. You've got to shop around, and you don't have to deal with Bell anymore.
It was terrible. It was absolutely fucking terrible. And it was also, which by the way, my family is with me now at the hotel.
Yes, they're with you. That must be nice.
Fucking like 6 months finally, and I was worried about how the fuck were we gonna eat all together because like there's only so many TV dinners I can like junk food like takeout I can eat.
Yep.
So it's like, well, oh god, it's fucking gross, man. Like I've been losing my mind with how much shit that I had to eat, right? Like,
really.
Thankfully, like, I'll go to like the Oasis or I'll go to like a diner and I have like eggs, like real eggs and like actual steak if I want like a shitty $5 steak. Like at least it's something instead of fucking Michelina's macaroni and cheese or Alfredo.
Yeah. I remember when I first. Before I came back to school here, I worked for Union Gas.
Okay.
And for my training there, it was supposed to be 2 weeks, but it turned into a month. And I stayed in a hotel in Milton, or just outside of Milton.
Okay.
And I ate so many fucking Subway sandwiches during that month. I almost can't eat Subway ever again because it just makes me feel sick.
Yeah, I was at that point where across the hotel for me, there's a Subway, like an A&W and a Pita Pit and all that. I can't. Yeah, when
I can't eat too much A&W at all anyways. Like I can have it every once in a while, but it all just sits down in you.
It is the look, for the longest time A&W was my favorite fast food place for burgers and shit, but the problem is it is so heavy on the stomach. Like I sit there after I'm just like I think I'm pregnant. Like it's so much like do you want to feel the baby move? Like that's what it feels like cuz like Grandpa Burger's just like right in there.
And their onion rings. Their onion rings are so good, but they feel just so like bad once they get into you.
Yeah. And then then you're sitting there like I don't want to move because it feels like I'm gonna die.
Yeah, really.
So I can't even fucking deal with A&W stuff anymore.
So what is your favorite fast food place now?
At the moment, I'm actually kind of open. I don't have anything specific. Shut up, phone. Oh, it's because WWE went live with the Elimination pre-show.
Of course.
I'm a wrestling fan, so you know. But no, I think really my favorite fast food place at the moment, if I had to pick, would probably be what the fuck are they called? Five Guys.
Yeah, I like Five Guys.
Or Chipotle.
Chipotle? I've never actually been to Chipotle.
I was at Chipotle once in Austin, Texas, and it was like, this is heaven. I can't believe like this food was so great. And then I found out London has a Chipotle. So I'm like, oh my God, this is so great. I've only been there once because I don't want to ruin the experience for myself, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, it's a burrito, but it's the spices in the burrito that's really good. And like, shout out to the Oasis because their burritos are pretty good over there too.
Oh yeah. Oasis here has some great food. Every time I think of Chipotle, I think of the South Park episode where they kind of made fun of Chipotle. Yeah. Tired of the bloody crab stains in your pants? Chipotle. It's like a Billy Mays product.
Yep. Oh my God. Luckily, I don't have that issue when it comes to Chipotle.
Luckily.
Yes. I have my sphincter has been trained for years, so I'm good. I have an ironclad sphincter.
If you ever do like a SSN network website and just like a little biography of yourself, just like have a bunch of random points and have that as one of them, ironclad star.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned it because technically we do have a website.
You do have a website.
Yeah.
That's
do you know what the website URL is?
I do not actually.
I thought it was rather ingenious. So it is. I wanted originally like SSN.com or just something very short, right? But like any 3-letter website has been taken.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I now own, or I've owned for a while now, a select start network.
Oh,
right. It's kind of like fun.house type of thing.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm pretty happy with that one. But there's like nothing on the website. I want the original goal for the website was to have it its own exclusive videos on there. Maybe some like I want to write like blogs or vlogs or whatever posted on the website. The only thing that's really being updated on there right now is the podcast. The audio podcast gets put on there.
Yes.
So that's my RSS feed. So for Google Play or for iTunes, that's where they retrieve from right now. And it's yes, because Squarespace is. I love Squarespace. Like it's for a person like I know a little bit of HTML coding and all that. Not enough to build a website anymore. But the issue I have with them is when you go to upload your audio file, you have a restriction of size, so it can only be 160 megabytes, the size of the audio. Which with audio only sometimes isn't that bad.
Yeah.
It's like 16-bit quality, or if I'm lucky, I can maybe do a 24-bit, so it sounds a bit better, depending on the length of the podcast.
Yeah.
But the upload is fucking slow as fuck. It doesn't matter where you do it from. You can do it from the hotel, from here, from your own house, and you watch that progress bar, and it's like, and it's to the point where sometimes the system will freeze, and I have to restart the upload.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's
so
rough.
That's why usually now, the moment I get the audio or the podcast done, as soon as I race home, I strip out my video. I'll just render the audio, throw that up to the website, and that's like the first thing I do right now when I get home is just have it at least uploaded onto the website, so that when I'm ready to launch, I don't have to sit there for the day of fucking why won't you upload? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to avoid that as much as possible. So, that's pretty much all that's on the website right now. But like I said, I want to have blogs. I want to have content that's on there down the road. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. That'd be cool.
And the fact that I can't get the logo on, it's driving me nuts. I just want the fucking logo on the top left corner of the website. I want my logo there. All I can do is put the font of the Select Start Network up there, because every time you try to put an actual logo, instead of having it like a nice size, it's like this big.
Really?
Or it's this big. It's like there's no perfect middle ground.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Damn, that's weird.
Yeah. I'm tired of it. So like, it's one of those things, like, I'll get back to you down the road. I'm like, well, I'm at Fanshawe. Maybe I'll find someone who knows some fucking little bit of coding, and they can help me out.
Yeah, there you go. You can use the resources available to you around here.
I mean, that's why we're fucking doing this
Yeah,
podcast
that's
right
why
now.
we're doing it right now. In the Fanshawe studio. Thanks, Fanshawe.
I wanted to talk to you about something, Colin.
Did you?
Yes, you had the misfortune, or fortune, depending how you want to look at it, of being separated from the group for the second semester.
Yeah. That's mostly a misfortune. I'll admit that one. That's mostly a misfortune.
How's it been treating you right now? It's been good?
It hasn't been bad. Nothing against the people in the other sections or anything
Yeah.
like that. It's just like I got used to hanging out with you guys and doing all the projects with you guys.
Yeah.
And now there's projects and there's assignments and stuff that we have to do with the people in our classes. And I don't know any of the people in our classes. For the short narrative thing that and like the pitch and proposal we have to hand in tomorrow, I think.
Yeah, with Michelle's class.
Yeah, we have to like pick whoever we would want to crew our things.
Yeah.
And I had like 2 names of the people who I actually knew I could like rely on to help me film this stuff.
Yeah, it sucks.
And then it was just like, oh shit, look at the class list. I was like, I talked to this person one time that can do my audio.
Yeah. Hey, Jim, my name's Sean. Whatever.
Yeah, you're my sound guy now. Thanks.
That's one of the things I was always worried about when starting, like, this is the old man in me, but starting up a friendship in the first semester, knowing in the second semester most likely everything's going to split apart.
Especially after the strike, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, one of my biggest things was, like, I want to talk to as many people as I can, and luckily I've met Ruth, Mac, Chase now. Chase is actually the first person out of everyone that I think I've seen the least of until starting this podcast stuff.
Really?
Because I think he was always, like, we'll just say if I was in group A, he was always, like, in group Z.
Yeah, he
Like
was always.
Zed, like, he
you
was
had
always-
no classes with him whatsoever.
Yeah, it was the weirdest thing. So, like, when I saw, like, he's like, hey, are you still doing, like, are you doing these podcast things? I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I want to see who this guy is. And they're like, okay, sure, he's a student here. I've never seen him, but, like, cool. All right, come on in. Let's fucking make some magic happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Mac, was through, it was through finals. First semester finals, where everyone sat inside of the control room, and we were all doing quizzes for Greg and Morgan's exam. I remember that. We were just running through everything, and Mac just kind of joined in, like, sure, like, I'll answer some questions. I'm like, fucking A.
Yeah,
It's initiative.
Which is one of the things I'm glad I came into this program and saw, like all these people helping each other out.
Yeah.
Everyone like wanting to do the studying together and do these podcasts and all this kind of stuff. I'm glad that this is going this way.
Yeah, see, I was actually worried that a lot of people would just be like, I'm just here to do the education, then I'm out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't really want to make groups. I don't want to, like, bond. I'm literally just here to get the diploma and I'm out.
Yeah, really. Even though doing stuff like this is exactly what you could be doing in the industry,
Yeah.
and it's good to have this experience.
Yeah. And one of my biggest things with that too, it's the networking, right?
Yes.
Like, I would not
Yes.
be talking to half the people that I'm talking to now if it wasn't for trying things like this, joining Shane's class when his study group when I could. I'd be literally limited to, like, you, Lib, and, like, Cole, and that would be it.
Yeah,
You know what I
really.
mean? I wouldn't have went to like Clarissa's party. I wouldn't have met all these people. I wouldn't have fucking chit chatted. I would be the hermit who still would right now be in the fucking hotel by himself, right?
Yeah. No. But no, definitely got to use this opportunity to network, and that's one of the reasons I'm still going at Rogers TV. I have all my volunteer hours, all that filled out. I'm completely done, but I'm still gonna go there as often as I can.
Oh, fuck yeah, because it looks good.
Yeah, it looks good. If Rogers ever has a job opening, I'm one of the people who can say, "Hey, I did all these hours for you."
Yeah, and I went above and beyond.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a good employee, and you guys know that. You guys know me.
Give me the job. Give me the fucking job. But it's like with Brianna, same thing. Like I was actually gonna send her a message today, probably a little bit later after the podcast. I'll be like, "Look, I'm done my hours, but if you're in a pickle, like you have one there, because it's been happening where I've been watching the volunteer hours. People are not signing up as much as they were initially, because a lot of them like me got their hours done fast. Like if you need someone, fucking like I'll let her know. Like call me up or whatever, send me a text or like like I'm not gonna pay attention to the board right now because I have my family and stuff. But I have free time. Yes, I will fucking come over and I will help out as much as I can.
Absolutely.
It just I don't know. What's my other choice? Either I can do that, stay home and do absolutely nothing, or now do things with my family, or just at least try to go out and talk to people and make those connections. Hell, it's the reasons why I'm even here. We're doing this is because I was able to like, as Lib thought I was being before, being a kiss ass, but like talking to Greg, talking to Morgan, all these other people, just being like, yo, I got questions about how to do a live stream. I got questions about this. I got questions about that. How do you gain access to this stuff? And like with talking to them, they've kind of opened up. Like, I guarantee you I wouldn't have access to the props room as I do now.
Yeah, really.
If I wouldn't have fucking talked to these guys for like 2-3 weeks nonstop about it and just answering whatever questions they had.
Yeah, really.
You just gotta get out of your comfort zone and fucking talk to people, man.
Exactly. You gotta start doing what you're trying to do. You gotta get all this done.
No, it's true. It's literally true. Like, this business is, and I've been not in the TV business, but I was in the film business before for a film. I think I've mentioned this before, the Unearthing film, where it's literally all about impressions, communication, and just constant verbal acknowledgments of things. Like, I wouldn't have gotten that job at Unearthing if I wouldn't have went on a Sunday when the studio was closed just for like, I'm like, I didn't know they were closed. I'm like, it's a film studio. Why the fuck would a film studio be closed on a Sunday? But in Sudbury, they're closed. Excuse me. But I showed up there, and Will was going in. He's like, hey, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, hey, I'm here to drop off a resume. He's like, yeah, but we're closed today. I'm like, I didn't know that. I'm like, can I give you my resume? Like, I promise you, I'm not gonna beat you up because I'm still a big fucking dude, right? 6'4". Hey, you got a job for me? Like, that doesn't look right.
Give me money. I'll do things. Give me money.
Especially in Sudbury, man, you don't want to hear that. So Will's like, yeah, sure, I'll take your resume. And then like maybe 3 weeks later, or not even, actually maybe a month or two later, I get a call from Will. He's like, hey, do you remember me? Like, yeah, I remember you. He's like, yeah, I was talking to the guys over, and they're like, do you know someone who need a job? He's like, I know this one guy. He was either brilliant enough or dumb enough to come on a Sunday with a resume. And he's like, do you want this job? I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, and that's how I got in, right? Yeah. And that's really, besides the stuff that happened with Rooster Teeth, that's like really what motivated me to be like, I can be in films. I can do broadcasting. This is something that I can easily do. Because beforehand, I was going to go to become a professional wrestler.
Damn.
Yeah.
Quite the career leap there. Quite the jump.
Well, I mean, here's my thinking about it. No matter what, I'm still entertaining people, right? Yes. I think that's my biggest thing is I've always wanted to make people happy, and like I'm not looking for like the acknowledgement or like the praise.
Not looking for the fame.
No, I just want to.
Not looking for the Hollywood mansion.
Yo, fuck! Look what I'm doing right now. You know what I mean? Like I could try to be like fucking certain people and do really risky things on the internet for attention, or I could just make a product that I think people will enjoy.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm doing.
Try and make things people will enjoy. Yeah. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, and so eventually, like I said, people will come to have an interest in this and will start watching it. And if not, with the 20 people, the 30, the 40 people that watch this, cool. Thanks for fucking being a part of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to the network.
Yeah. Thing you got to do is you just got to keep making content. You just got to keep having these videos, having these podcasts. Got to keep trying to get Let's Plays out there that we can film.
It's going to fucking happen.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. We're going to have a fucking Let's Play, man. I promise you. I have all these party games that are so perfect for a goddamn Let's Play. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. We're going to do it. Coming soon.
Anyways, before I get all riled up again, you saw Black Panther, right?
I did see Black Panther.
I haven't seen Black Panther, but that's okay. Yay!
I enjoyed it. I did enjoy it.
I had an issue. Not an issue, a worry for Black Panther, and it's the trailer. I think that was the most recent trailer that came out before the release of the film.
Okay.
It was the moment where T'Challa, right?
Yep.
Yeah, T'Challa in the Black Panther suit, like, does the Iron Man thing where, like, he smashes to the ground. There's like a giant wave that, like, sends people flying or something, like a bubble whoosh kind of effect.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
In the trailer, that looked kind of bad.
The vis effects in this in Black Panther were all really great.
Okay.
So like, I'm not sure if I would have noticed that part because I kind of stopped watching trailers after the first or second one.
I mean, you made the right choice.
Yeah. But I didn't really notice any like bad vis effects moments in the movie.
Okay.
There is one thing
Oh.
that I'm not sure if it's the movie or if it's the theater.
Oh, okay. What's up?
There's an entire scene very towards the beginning of the movie where he's in like a jungle and he's like stalking some trucks. You probably like saw it in the thing.
Yeah,
And,
like,
like
he jumped
like
out of his airplane thing and he like.
yeah, when he's like up in a tree and
Yeah.
there's like the guys below and all that.
Yeah.
I couldn't see jack shit
Oh,
in the
really?
theater. Like the screen was almost completely pitch black for most of that scene, and I'm not sure if it was the movie or if that was like the theater I was watching it in because I couldn't find any of those complaints anywhere else on the internet. I couldn't see any comments about that. No reviewers brought that up. Nothing like that.
Yeah, it must have been theater then.
Yeah.
Because like I know like usually when directors choose to make something go completely black, you know why.
Yeah.
Like in The Dark Knight Rises, when Batman's like jumping from like point to point, and someone's shooting the guns, so, like the flare's lighting it up. So you're like,
Yep,
Batman here,
Batman.
he's there.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think that's what Black Panther was going to go for. Because if
No.
you can't even see anything, it's
Yeah, but one of the other things that made me kind of question that also was that's not the first time Marvel has done that. Daredevil season 2, the complete long take hallway fight scene, which
Yeah.
should have been like a fucking Hallmark awesome Daredevil scene, just like they did in season 1.
Yeah.
Couldn't see jack shit in that. All you see is a bunch of dark shapes flailing around. You don't know
Okay.
what the action is happening. You don't know what the hell's going on. And it frustrated the hell out of me. I want to love that season, but just too many fight scenes are like that for me.
I think they probably spent a bit too much time on like the jail fight scene. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Because like
that
jail
was
fight
good.
scene in
That
season-
was wicked.
right? Like, oh my god, so good, so good.
I just realized I haven't finished the Punisher season. I watched the first like 4 episodes, I think, and then I got into something else and I completely missed it.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
See,
'Cause
usually for me when I watch those Marvel shows, it's like a binge watch, where like I'll just wash it all. Maybe in like 2 or 3 days, it's
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
But for you, you stopped around the 4th episode.
Yeah, I think I had to go do something. I think I was taking a little trip somewhere or something. So I just like couldn't watch it and then kind of forgot about it. And now I feel really bad because I haven't watched, because I like The Punisher.
Yeah.
And I just completely realized I forgot about him this whole time.
Do you enjoy Josh Bernthal as?
I do enjoy him.
Did you enjoy what is it? Ray Stevenson? Punisher Warzone.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I couldn't. It was.
I think I like watched like 10 minutes of it, caught on TV one time. I was like, this sucks. I don't want to watch this.
It was cheeseball galore.
Yeah,
like
really.
like I said, like I couldn't. Yeah. I went of the first Punisher, the Thomas Jane one.
Yeah,
Sorry, not the first one.
The first new one.
Yes.
Not the Dolph Lundgren.
Where he's naked in the sewer.
Oh god.
It's so bad.
So weird. So
fucking 80s, dude.
So Dolph.
Oh yeah.
It's just very Dolph.
Oh man. Speaking of Dolph, oh my god. You've seen the stories about the Creed 2, right? The movie.
Yes, I have not seen Creed.
What?
I know.
Are you
a
a fan of Michael B. Jordan?
I am a fan of Michael B. Jordan. I love Fruitvale Station. I love Chronicle. He was one of the not shitty parts of Fan Four Stick. And I
watched that.
I did watch that.
Oh,
it was
Colin,
fucking terrible. I
played
went with
that?
one of my friends and we just made fun of it the whole damn time.
Now, was it because you heard? Was it? It's the director of Chronicle who did the Fantastic Four remake.
That's one of the reasons I was excited, but I did follow all the news and that was
Okay.
going along and how like after Fan Four he was going to direct a Star Wars movie.
Yep.
Josh Trank, I think his name is.
Yeah.
And then like Fan Four came out and they're like, you're not going to fucking direct.
Nope.
You're not going to do this.
Get out of here.
Yeah. I'm curious what they're going to be doing with that movie too, because he was going to direct the Star Wars movie coming out 2020.
Like the one that Abrams is doing.
No, it was another anthology one.
Oh,
It
which one was he doing?
It was supposed to be a Boba Fett movie, Boba Fett solo movie. But however, apparently since where he was going to do is that now gone,
Yeah.
they now are like changing the plans possibly, and they still haven't found a director for it.
that. I mean, look, if either they do a Boba Fett or the Kenobi one.
Kenobi.
I hope they bring back Ewan. McGregor.
They have to. They can't do a Kenobi movie without Ewan McGregor. He's the perfect age for it. He was the one saving grace of the prequels.
And like he actually matched Sir Alec McGuinness.
Alec Guinness.
Alec Guinness. He matched his way of speaking so well. That dialogue was spot on the way that he was doing it.
He did.
Yeah, I would love to see a fucking Kenobi movie. I think that'd be great. I'm not excited. I know I said in the other podcast, I'm not excited for Solo.
I have a fucking bone to pick with you. I was sitting in the control room for that one, spinning in my chair going, God damn it, I wish I was on that.
All right, well, you're here now.
Okay, do you think that Alden Ehrenreich, I think it's the first time I've ever actually said that guy's name correctly.
Bravo.
Ehrenreich is going to do a good job as Han Solo?
No.
No? Why the fuck not?
Because he doesn't look like Han Solo. He doesn't look, he doesn't talk.
He kind of has a similar facial structure.
That's not enough.
It looks like a younger Han Solo. Looks like a younger one. And the way of speaking, you can hear that in a couple parts.
But that's the problem. It's a couple of parts. So it sounds like he's not forcing, but he's trying to sound like Han Solo instead of being Han Solo.
But he's being a young Han Solo. This isn't that you're not thinking of the Han Solo from the original trilogy. You're not thinking of Han Solo who got stabbed and thrown off the thing by his son. Spoilers.
He's like what, like fucking 5 years old now?
No, it's not 5. It's gotta be like 4, 2, 3. Yeah, it was Christmas 2015.
You sure?
Yeah.
I'm gonna search it right now.
Because 2015 was Force Awakens, 2016 was Rogue One, 2017 is Last Jedi.
We're gonna find out here.
Yeah.
So what was the time you said?
2015, Christmas 2015.
right.
Yeah. I went to the opening night of that one in Sarnia.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got my tickets like a couple months in advance. I went there and there was a whole bunch of people dressed up in that. There was like 4 Chewbacca's and a whole like squad of children all dressed as Yoda by their parents.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. You're gonna look like Yoda. You're gonna be fucking good at it.
There were people crying when Han Solo died too. It was bad.
Oh man. So okay, look, I'm worried. I'm just worried because it's also like I said, man. It's not in Lord, right? They're not.
That's right.
Yeah, they're not doing the film anymore. They did 90% of it, and then, like I said, Ron Howard's coming in. It seems so.
You're right. It does seem different. It does seem a little worrisome, but I still have hope because did they do the Jump Street movies? They did one of the Jump Street movies, I think.
Yeah, I think they did the Jump Street plus they did the first Lego film.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So whatever visuals they have are probably safe.
I'm hoping so.
Yes, and Ron Howard, of all people, is probably going to know how to at least make it whatever Disney wants, and with whatever elements that Lord and Miller have in there, I feel like it will at least be good.
I know I never went to film, but it's always the same to me, the issue of like Edgar Wright doing Ant-Man, and then Edgar Wright losing, and then Buddy comes in. I always forget his name. And it's like I can kind of see the moments where Edgar Wright wanted to do stuff.
Yeah.
It would have been Edgar Wright would have done it.
Yeah, clearly. But it wasn't a bad movie. Ant-Man.
No, I enjoyed Ant-Man. I still like. I know Liv was like really like on it, and like he's not impressed with the Ant-Man and Wasp one, but I think there is potential there. I really think so. I think it's going to be a fun. I think they now know. That's the one thing I've realized Guardians of the Galaxy really helped push out. Is like, oh wait, comic book movies can be really funny and still be fucking good, like action packed.
Yeah, and it did that for sci-fi movies as well.
Yeah, I mean, like fucking, a lot of people might have not liked it, but I like the alien boob lady in Last Jedi.
Yeah,
that made me laugh. Those little like maids that are on Luke's island.
Yeah,
that made me laugh because that shit was funny.
The Porgs made me laugh the first 2 or 3 times I saw them on screen, and after that it was like, okay, enough of these porgs, enough of these little guys. Yeah,
I think it was the overkill point where Chewie decided to bring one on the ship.
Yeah.
That I was like, no. I am curious. Okay, anyway, we're backtracking a lot of stuff. But yeah, it's one of those moments where like that was very worrisome with the Han Solo trailer. So I'm hoping that things are gonna get better. I might have to watch another trailer afterward to see. Plus, I mean, Woody Harrelson's in it.
Donald Glover.
Look, again, like
that's perfect casting for Lando right there.
Yeah.
That is perfect.
That makes me want a Lando movie. I want to see a goddamn Lando movie.
Yeah, Lando movie would be sweet. I'd pay to see that.
That's something that pissed me off. So, the Spider-Man Spider-Verse, whatever it is, movie that's coming out. One of the Spider-Man.
Spider-Verse?
Something like that. It's the animated Spider-Man movie that's coming out.
Okay.
It's actually going to theaters. And and so it's an animated one, and it's going to be kind of like this weird 3D stop motion-esque kind of animation looks like. It's kind of like the animation from that Batman movie that Liv and Cole had a big heart on for, the samurai one.
Did not see it.
It's like Batman goes back in time somehow with Joker, and the animation style is very like I said, it's 3D but stop motion-esque looking. It's not to that degree, but the Spider-Man movie has that, and I thought they were going to use Miles Morales. Donald Glover was going to voice him because Donald Glover has been pushing for so long to be like, there needs to be a Miles movie. There needs to be a Miles movie. Like, I will be Miles when he was younger, right? I can be Miles. This is perfect. And then he did the voice acting in one of the Ultimate Spider-Man cartoons.
Yeah, that's right. He did.
In one of the Spider-Verses, he was Miles Morales, and he did a great job as that voice. So when I heard they were going to do this and Miles Morales was going to be, I'm like, yes, Donald Glover. Who the fuck is this guy? It's not Donald Glover.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it even like Phil Lamar or someone else?
No. It's someone else. It's some kid who's going to play the voice of Miles Morales, and I'm going to be sad.
Weird.
Yeah. It's going to be one of those moments.
It was nice at least they had him in Homecoming. Yeah. Morales' like uncle or whatever. That was cool.
That made me laugh.
That was a cool, good little moment. That's one of the movies I gave Homecoming a second watching. I liked it even more the second time. Really enjoyable movie.
It's one of those movies where I could sit down and rewatch again and not be like, oh my god, like shit's dragging on. You know what I mean? I'm very happy. Versus like, there's a movie that came out not too long ago that was like that for me. I can't remember what it was, where I could only watch it once and that was it. I can't remember what it is anymore. But anyways, doesn't matter.
Probably a good review of it.
Yeah. It was good when I saw it.
I have that one with movie came out a while ago, American Assassin.
Oh, the
Dylan O'Brien and Michael Keaton. I forgot that movie like 10 minutes after I walked out of the theater. It was just like 2 hours of, oh, hey, shooting stuff. Wait, where was I the past couple hours? Did I just see a movie? What?
The movie just like...
Was I date raped? What's happening right now?
It's like you start the movie, gets like hypno-toad, and you just don't remember anything.
Yeah, basically. American Assassin, if you hypno-toad the movie.
Shit. Okay, I wanted to ask you about something.
Yes.
This is something that's happened to me a lot lately. And I don't know why it happened, but I keep going down the fucking... I call it the YouTube rabbit hole. Okay? Yeah. I'll start with something and not just jump to another subject. Like, for whatever reason, I watched David Letterman's farewell best moments of, like when he was leaving the Tonight... not the Tonight Show.
Yes.
Is it? No.
Late Show.
Late Show. And one of the things was... Excuse me. Musical performance by Foo Fighters.
Yep.
I'm like, okay, cool, because it's one of his favorite bands. I'm like, okay, that's awesome. And then I watched another live thing of Foo Fighters. Then I watched another thing of Foo Fighters. Then I watched when Dave Grohl broke his leg, but he came back and he finished the show. Yeah. Then I watched him on his giant chair and he's rocking like a fucking madman. Then I started watching him with like Foo Fighters with one of the Queen's, drummer for Queen, his son, who's also in Queens of the Stone Age. He's the drummer for Queens of the Stone Age. Yeah, right?
Right now?
Yeah.
John Theodore?
Hold on. I'm going to look this up now. But yeah, like then he was on with Foo Fighters playing Under Pressure as the drummer.
Oh, yeah.
And then Kurt, I think the drummer for Foo Fighters, was singing.
Taylor's
what it is?
Yep.
Taylor Hawkins?
Taylor Hawkins.
That's what it was.
Were you thinking of Kurt Cobain?
No, I was thinking of Kurt
The other guy in Dave Grohl's life?
I was thinking about... God damn it. He has a cycle, this Dave Grohl.
He does.
No, it was Kurt Hawkins is a wrestler.
Oh yeah.
So that's why
where that came from.
Yeah. But anyways, what the fuck's this?
He got caught down the YouTube rabbit hole just watching all those random videos.
Yeah, and then I was just like,
next ones.
Rufus, I think his name is Rufus Taylor. I think it's Rufus Taylor. It is Rufus Taylor. He's the drummer for music groups. Oh, The Darkness. Excuse me, The Darkness. Not Queens of the Stone Age. The Darkness. Which, if you ever listen to The Darkness, makes fucking perfect sense. Because The Darkness is basically Queen, but now.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah, like they really inherit that fucking opera, 80s rock fucking like theme. Anyways, yeah, I was going on this fucking YouTube rabbit hole, and like it ended up on me going to Google Play, and then because I haven't listened to it at all, downloading Foo Fighters' latest album.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting there like, I literally spent like hours going down this fucking path, and it ended me being here.
Yep. I do the same thing. I've been doing the same thing lately with Rooster Teeth videos.
Really?
I end up watching like 5-year-old Let's Plays, like Go number 30.
Oh wow, Go.
Yeah, like I was watching those and I was like, wait, why the hell am I watching? Who's that Puerto Rican guy? Why am I watching?
Ray. Holy shit! I remember there's a moment where I kind of had a disconnect with Ray, and is when he was doing the like it was popular back then for internet content creators to do this, the rape train.
Oh yeah.
It was like the rape train's got no brakes.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
yeah, and rated, but that whole lot.
Yeah, and I'm just sitting there now, and I'm like, it's a little rough.
Really, Ray?
It's a little rough to hear that right now. Like,
Yeah, don't want to be doing it.
Yeah, even back then, I wasn't like the biggest fan of it, but whatever. I was younger, and I'm like, it's Rooster Teeth, I don't give a shit. But listening to it now is so fucking cringy for me.
Yeah, never go back to your like what you used to like.
Yeah.
There's so many movies that I liked when I was a kid that I'm afraid to watch nowadays.
Dumb and Dumber.
You don't like it anymore?
I do not like Dumb and Dumber anymore.
Really?
It just the comedy is so. Again, this is my opinion. It was just so. Oh my god! Like it's literal dick and fart jokes.
Yep. I used to watch Mr. Deeds. That used to be one of my.
God.
It used to be one of my favorite movies. I'm afraid to watch it now because I know if I watch it, I'm gonna think it's a piece of shit.
So I have a theory on Adam Sandler.
Okay.
He was never funny.
Interesting. Okay.
Like
Explain.
His Saturday Night Live stuff, that was like him at his most original. All of his movies, I honestly think he's playing the same kind of character throughout all the movies. It's just for us, we were a younger audience. It was more of an immature kind of a joke type stuff. We found it funny. We grew up. He didn't. His style stayed back there.
Yeah.
We then surpassed that and found something funnier, more intellectual, or just something else. Our taste evolved. He never did.
Yeah.
He just stayed back there. Because think about it. Think about Little Nicky. Why is Little Nicky considered a classic, but Jack and Jill isn't? Two completely. It's full of dick and fart jokes, full of really stupid comments, ridiculous plot.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler screaming, saying cuss words, doing silly things. Same thing as him in The Waterboy. Same thing as him in Happy Gilmore. Same thing as his only real biggest different ones have been like Big Daddy.
Yeah.
Mr. Deeds is a little bit different. I could say that, like out of his own original. And
Adam Sandler movie I kind of liked. Funny People.
But that's not an Adam Sandler film.
I get. Well, I think didn't Judd Apatow direct that one too?
Yes, but that's not. Like, it's not a direct, like, it's not Adam Sandler's. Adam Sandler's not the one who wrote the story. It's
Right.
Judd Apatow, if I'm not mistaken.
So there has to be that fine line of what in a movie Adam Sandler's in versus an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, I think there has to be this very clear moment of, like, Adam Sandler can't have much power.
Nobody can give Adam Sandler this much power.
Well, look, like, because when he's not in control, you get Punch Drunk Love. Punch Drunk Love is a great movie with Adam Sandler in it.
Yes, it is.
You get Spanglish. Some people might not like it as much.
Yeah.
I'm fine
get
with
Rain Over Me.
Yeah, that's the Don Cheadle. Yes.
Yep, 9/11 Survivor one. Yeah.
Like, and like it's the motherfucker can act. He can act.
Yeah.
He just chooses not to? Question mark? I think he's in the mode of like I just want my friends.
I just had a bit of a realization. It's kind of a few parallels I'm noticing.
Okay.
Not directly, but like with career-wise, with noticing that with him and The Rock. Like he kind of plays the same character.
Yeah.
He's kind of doing all these movies, some of which aren't being fantastic these days. But every once in a while, he'll do one thing that shows that he can actually really act.
Yeah.
The first season of Ballers. There's a scene in which like he's being told like I think he's like told that like he has concussive injury from his former football days.
Yeah.
And the doctor is giving him bad news, and he's giving a hell of a good performance as he's getting this bad news. And I was thinking, Dwayne, where was this? Where was this in all your other movies? Where was this in The Tooth Fairy? The Tooth Fairy.
But it's true. So yeah, that's another very excellent parallel, like you said, because like he'll make these really cheesy, terrible kids movies.
Yeah.
Witch Mountain. The Tooth Fairy, and then he does these garbage action for the Fast and the Furious and all that.
Yep.
Where he just plays
even though they are garbage, I don't think they're
they're junk
garbage.
food movies. They're junk food movies.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
Sorry,
Yes.
not garbage, but junk food movies. Where like you don't go in there for the story or the plot. You just go in there for the fucking
They do a decent job at
Yeah,
it.
it's what Michael Bay wants to do, but Michael Bay sucks.
Yeah, completely.
Like if it's not Bad Boys 2 or Pain and Gain.
Yeah, I went and saw the newest Transformer movie with a girl who loves the movies, and I was like, oh god, fucking damn it, I have to watch this movie. I have to not complain.
Why do you hate yourself?
I don't, because girls. Okay, I'm gonna stop that conversation there. But I ended up in that movie with this girl, and there was an action scene, and like it was really supposed to be like really like dramatic and supposed to be like a plot twist happening during it. And she was like, "Oh my God, no, Optimus!" And I'm like, and I was thinking to myself, "Michael Bay, hold the till! No shaky cam shit!" And I was just,
Yeah.
and it just, I had that inner filmmaker in me just being like, just shaking in anger, and I had to act like I didn't hate it.
My wife hates watching movies with me now, especially on Netflix.
Because do you do that
I
actively?
notice things, and especially on Netflix. So like yesterday, we were watching Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I love Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That's a decent movie. Yeah,
blonde lady. I always forget her name. I feel bad.
Kristen Bell.
Thank you. Oh, Lake Bell, but that's a totally different actress. Kristen Bell,
Russell Brand, Jonah Hill,
and Mila Kunis.
Yes. Yeah, I forgot she was in that. It's good.
Fucking a great movie. It to me feels like an indie movie that got a budget.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. And I was watching it, and like there's a moment where Jason Segel's getting drunk at the bar, and he takes off. He's drinking a bunch of cocktails, and he has one cocktail when he pulls out has a fucking giant banana in it. Right? He's like, "Oh, look at this, right, buddy? Oh, but not us, right?" And the guy just looks like he's talking to this girl, like, "Yeah, whatever, haha, you're drunk." As he looks around, he spikes the lens. He looks directly into the camera, and like I see that, I'm like, she's like, "Why'd you pause?" I'm like, "Hold on a second." He spikes the lens, and now she's like, "Why are you telling me this?" Another part where they're in like a little tiki cabana thing. I'm like, "Wow, like this is bad." She's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Do you not see it?" It's like, what? Like, is it green screen? Does it look bad? I'm like, no, they have projections. They're in this tiki cabana thing. Like, let's say this is the tiki cabana. This was one solid like opening frame. How they used to do like shoot like King Kong, the old 3D guy, when the people had to react, they literally had a projection of King Kong walking across.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what it was, just a projection. Like you go to the movie theaters and they play the movie. That's what it was. It was a projection of an ocean background, but you could tell that's what it was because it was so. The coloring and the lighting was too different between what you saw from the actors and what was happening out there.
Never noticed that.
There's a moment, this is because I notice these things, when Jason Segel gets the beer from the whipped creamer berries guy. Like he's the big Hawaiian. I love that dude, by the way. That guy fucking rocks.
Are those sad tissues or happy tissues?
Looks like you need a hug. Like that dude fucking rocks. So when he gets the beer from, when he's talking to him, the ocean background is green screened because there's no way you can get that close to the ocean, that much of a wind. And Chase, you might want to bring me down for this without it sounding like that's what it's
Now
got.
you're hearing that whooshing, yeah.
Yeah, like that's all you would hear. No good amount. I don't care what kind of equipment you have. There's no way you're gonna be able to not have that fucking rustling sound of wind going into the mic or the ocean crashing against the shore.
Yeah.
So it's one of those moments where I'm just like, I kind of wish I wasn't me right now.
Yeah, you want to just be able to sit down and enjoy.
Yeah.
I had that literally earlier today.
Oh shit.
Yep. For the first time in a long time, I've actually just been able to just sit back, think, I have free time. I'm going to watch a movie. Because I used to like go to the movies like every week, and I used to like try and make time to watch another one or two new movies on Netflix or whatever. And this is the first time I've actually been able to do this. So I sat back and I went to Netflix, went to my list, and I picked out the new Cloverfield Paradox.
Oh, okay, yeah. The new
yes.
Is that a prequel?
Can't.
Okay, no, it's cool.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
cool.
I'm not going to give any spoilers for it. It's another Cloverfield movie.
Okay.
And I was watching it, and like as I was watching, I was getting really engrossed in it, and like because it's all that J.J. Abrams Lost-esque weirdness.
Yeah.
Like all these random things are happening, like things are disappearing and appearing in other places. And it's like, what the hell? And it's all like scary and weird, and I loved it.
Nice.
And then like after the movie, the last shot in the movie, and right afterwards, I was just thinking, I was like, wait, that didn't make any sense. Why did that? We had this entire sequence of. How did this? God damn it. And I liked the movie as I watched it, but as soon as I like put any thought into it, I was like, God fucking damn, none of this makes sense.
That sucks.
This story is, oh my God.
See, that's one of the moments where like I accidentally saw like I went to Rotten Tomatoes and I'm like, oh, like the Cloverfield Paradox. I'm like, I saw the fresh rating and I'm like, I read the synopsis and I'm like, I don't see this movie anymore.
Yeah,
It sucks. But Chris O'Dowd's in it, and I love Chris O'Dowd.
Yeah, yeah. The lead actress, Gugu MbathaRaw, I think her name is. Something like that.
If you're looking for approval, I can't say yes.
I want to say that's how you pronounce it. I would looked at the spelling of it earlier. I think that's how you pronounce it. Gugu MbathaRaw. And she was this. Apparently, she's like bigger in England. She was on Black Mirror. Apparently, she's got a bit of a following as an actress, and she was freaking good in this. Holy shit!
This lady?
Yes, that lady.
That just disappeared.
Yes, that just disappeared off your screen.
Yeah.
But she was a hell of a good actress. Like in the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie, I'm thinking throw fucking Oscars at this girl.
Really? Eh?
Really, she is that good.
Fuck. And then
then the rest of the movie is like, oh god. And it was at no fault of like the cast or anything, because that movie did have a good cast. It had Daniel Bruhl.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was in it, and I can't even pronounce the other guy. Daniel Olawale. He played MLK in Selma.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and he was good in this movie. And Chris O'Dowd was really good in the movie.
Yeah.
Everyone in the movie was really good. But it's just the movie itself has so many things that just don't make sense. And there's this one entire sequence where it's starting on something that's starting to look real creepy and it's making you think something's happening.
Yeah.
And then it cuts away to the other scenes and it never comes back. There's no explanation.
Oh,
There's no... Yeah, exactly. That is the Room level plot just disappearing. Like, was there fucking breast cancer doing things? We don't know. It's fucking frustrating.
I'm dying.
I definitely have breast cancer. It's like halfway through the movie, no mention of it. She looks fine. She didn't have breast cancer. Fucking mother.
Okay, talking about Chris O'Dowd.
Yes.
There's a movie that I think was highly underrated that not a lot of people saw that I would love to give a quick plug for. It's called FAC, about time traveling, so frequently asked questions about time traveling.
I watched the first like 20 minutes of that movie.
With him and Anna Faris?
Yes, and I had to leave to do something else, but I was really engrossed in it, and then I like never found it anywhere else.
Oh, dude, I really enjoyed that movie. That is like fucking top-notch stuff.
Damn.
Yeah, it's him and a lot of like obviously a lot of other British actors. That's off the top of my head, but like it's kind of funny because it's the setting kind of also reminded me. It's very science fiction-y. It reminded me of World's End, the Simon Pegg.
Yeah, I also got that kind of vibe from it.
And I was just sitting there. I'm just like, man, like of course two Brits both like thought about this goddamn story that's like somewhat closely entwined. I'm like, god damn it, man. Fuck. Do you know when Edgar Wright's making another movie? Because I want to see another Edgar Wright movie.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Like, it's not fair.
It's been a while since I'm dead. I'll just rewatch that one. Act like it's new.
Yeah, I think I got that on my watch list at all times for on Netflix. That and fucking I love me some Hot Fuzz.
Oh, Hot Fuzz. I prefer Hot Fuzz to Shaun of the Dead.
Really?
Yeah, I think that's my favorite one. Although it's a toss up between Hot Fuzz, Baby Driver, and Scott Pilgrim.
It's funny because like all three. Oh wait, what? Okay, so known for. What do you think is Edgar Wright's most known for?
Most known for?
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz. Shaun of the Dead. It's gonna be Shaun of the Dead.
Okay, so there's 4 of them on IMDb. So the top 4 most known for Edgar Wright. What do you think it is?
Scott Pilgrim, Baby Driver, Shaun of the Dead, and Hot Fuzz. Why not?
3 out of 4 right.
Okay.
So Shaun of the Dead,
Yep.
Baby Driver, Scott Pilgrim, The World's End.
Really?
I would have thought Hot Fuzz would have for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Damn.
Really
I wonder what like makes that happen. Like what decides that?
Oh, IMDb is a very confusing algorithm that it's not like by. Sometimes it's by like whatever's been most recently visited or talked about on their site. Then it goes up and like most known for. Sometimes it's like based off their box office like earnings. Like, it's a very weird fucking system at all. I don't get it. And apparently Edgar Wright is making a movie called Shadows, which is coming out in 2019.
All right.
And there's no details about it. Fuck.
No details yet.
None
All right.
at all. That
Well,
makes me
we
sad.
will patiently wait. Because this year we are getting a new Wes Anderson movie.
What movie?
It's another stop motion movie.
Oh, the dog one.
Yes, Isle of Dogs.
Jesus Christ.
I always think like, oh, this new Wes Anderson movie might be all right, and then like I see a trailer and I see like the mass of people who are gonna star in the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a fucking good movie.
Yeah.
Grand Budapest is my favorite movies.
I still haven't watched that one.
Still haven't watched it?
No.
Okay, I never knew Ray Fiennes could be funny.
Really? Eh?
Really, he is hysterical in this movie. There's one part in which he's talking to the police and he says, she's died, she was murdered, and you think I did it. And he just runs off the room, just completely sprints away, and people start chasing after him, and it's hysterical, just his timing on it.
Did he murder her?
No, I don't think he did.
He just knew that he was gonna get arrested for it.
Yeah,
Love it. Yeah, Wes Anderson's one of those guys where I actually haven't really seen a lot of the movies. I know he's like a very decorated actor, an actor-director, excuse me. But it's just, I've never really sat down and watched. Like, he's the one, if I'm not mistaken, who did Moonrise Kingdom.
yes, which I haven't seen.
The Life Aquatic. With
Yep.
Steve Zissou.
Yep, great movie.
I haven't watched it.
No?
Like, I don't think I've, to be honest, the more I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've seen a single Wes Anderson film.
Are you serious?
The more I'm thinking about it, I don't think I've ever seen one.
Damn.
So name me, as a brand new person who's never watched a Wes Anderson film, what would you recommend as my first viewing?
Grand Budapest.
Okay.
Or, I'm forgetting the name of it right now. It's Wes Anderson and Edward Norton. Plays like a Cub Scout, and Bill Murray's in it, of course.
That's not Moonrise Kingdom?
Oh, I might be Moonrise Kingdom. I might be thinking of that one, yeah. Yes, that's the one.
Okay.
Thinking of the Royal Tenenbaums. I have seen Moonrise Kingdom. I haven't seen Tenenbaums.
Okay, so you would recommend
Moonrise Kingdom
and
Grand Budapest.
Okay.
Yes.
Because like he has a very particular like directing style.
Yes, he
from
does.
what I've seen.
When you're watching a Wes Anderson movie, you know it's a Wes Anderson movie.
And there's just like there's another guy who's like that too. PTA, Paul Thomas Anderson.
Yeah, kind of.
He likes to work with
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yep. Daniel
Greatest
Day-Lewis.
actor alive.
And he's the director of Punch Drunk Love.
Yes, he is.
And there's another one that he made not too long ago that apparently people have been raving about too. Oh my god, what the fuck is it called? Didn't he do The Master?
Yes, that is a fantastic movie. That is a phenomenal movie. Holy crap. If you just want to watch Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman look at the camera and be like, watch how good of fucking actors we are. That's basically what that movie is. It's phenomenal.
Okay.
There's one scene in particular where Philip Seymour Hoffman is like interviewing Joaquin, and like and Joaquin isn't allowed to blink. And so he has to answer all the questions, maintaining eye contact, not blinking.
Oh my
and
god.
if he blinks, they have to restart. And it's one long take of them acting. And holy shit, Joaquin just like, because he starts out like really fun, like having fun with the interview, but then he starts like breaking down with the questions he has to answer. It's fucking amazing.
Jesus Christ. I
Yeah.
don't think I'd be able to do that. Like to not.
Just like stare at someone, not blink, and answer whatever questions they ask.
Yeah, because then you're concentrating so much. Like I don't want to blink. I don't want to blink. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be terrible.
I miss Philip Seymour Hoffman. I really do.
He passed away from an addiction, right?
Yes, it was.
He was drug free, and then
he was a heroin addict on and off for years, I think.
I think he was clean for like apparently 5 or 6 years or something, and then just
back on it and
Jesus Christ.
died. Yeah. It's one of the few celebrity deaths that have actually like emotionally hit me like gone.
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman, that one.
Oh fuck, dude! I didn't realize how many movies I've watched him in it and enjoyed them.
Yeah.
Like again, being a Kevin Smith fan, having him in Dogma.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And then like him in obviously fucking Die Hard. Still one of in my mind one of the greatest cinematic villains of all time, if not the greatest.
Absolutely.
Like literally rewritten the idea of what a bad guy is meant to be, not just some cowering blah 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 blah. No, you can be a cool cat, methodical and smart.
Yes.
Oh god, yeah. And like again, one of the highlights for me in the Harry Potter films was
Alan Rickman.
yeah, Mr. Potter. Like god damn it, how can you go wrong with that?
Yeah, it was a good choice. He was a hell of a good choice. Now I'm thinking of Robin Williams. He is the celebrity who like made me the saddest when I heard of him dying. Like I literally just like sat there for a little while. I was like, "There's no more Robin Williams movies. Robin Williams is gone. You can't see him anymore. He's not going to be on Whose Line anymore. This is going to be sad."
That is one of those moments. Yeah, there's certain actors where like you don't realize how much they affected you.
Yeah.
Or how much influence they may have had on you. It's, again, like the day that Kevin Smith passes away, that's gonna be a day where like I need to take the day off. Like that.
Yeah,
like,
really.
Him. There's another. Who is?
Oh, this is getting so depressing. I'm thinking of all like older like actors and directors.
Don't be so sad.
All right, God.
Okay.
All right, God. I'm gonna
Ooh,
try not to.
Get back off the
Yes.
depressing shit.
So, here you go. Here's
Damn.
something. This is just my way to bring it around. So, this is a copy of Rainbow Six Siege on the Xbox One.
Yes.
I used to play that game a lot, specifically on the X1, but just doing the terrorist hunt. I would always play realistic terrorist hunt and see how well I can do.
Okay.
Solo is really fucking hard to do that. Then I started watching Alfredo Diaz, Alfredo, like the sauce, right?
Yep.
I've been watching his Let's Plays, and then he's been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege on PC. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I got the game. I got it on sale. It was great. I got the game through means of selling a fucking made-up piece of apparel from PUBG. So on
Wait,
PUBG,
what?
yeah. So on Steam, you can sell items that you gain from a game, like whatever you can win, or like a prize that you get from a game, you can sell it off the Steam marketplace, right, to other users who want it.
Yeah.
I got this. One of the things that we're doing is releasing these. I think they're called Desperado boxes, loot boxes, and you can pay for a key to unlock it, and then you can get some gear off of it. It's supposed to be more unique gear that you don't get from any of the normal the biker crates or the wanderer crates.
Yes.
So my first crate that I get from this, I decided to spend money on it. I pop it open, and it's this brown leather hoodie. I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then finally, I'm like, oh, it looks okay, like cool. It's like a purple, like legendary item. You know what I mean? It goes like gray, green, blue, purple, orange for like epicness or whatever, epic rare loot.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this seems pretty neat. It's just, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a Steam marketplace, like, and I've been selling like some of my trading card games, the trading cards you can get from when you unlock things on Steam games. I've been selling them for like 10 cents, whatever the fuck they're worth. Let's see how much this is worth. I'm a curiosity. $300. I'm like, are you
shitting me?
I'm like, what the? I'm like, fucking sell this. I want to sell this. I couldn't because I didn't have a Steam authenticator on my phone. So if you don't have that, you have to wait 7 business days before you can sell it.
Holy
So
shit.
I'm like hurrying up, get the authenticator. I'm like, I need this. I need to fucking sell this. I need to fucking sell this. I'm panicking. I'm scrambling. Took the 7 full days because I got the item after I got before I got the authenticator.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So that drove me fucking nuts. And then I'm watching the Steam market value of it dropping down. So it's like 386. I'm like, that's fine. 250. I'm like, no.
Don't do this to me.
176. I'm like, no, please don't. It spikes back up to 224. So I'm like, fucking sell. I sell it. I get $224 in my Steam wallet account. And I was like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this money? And then I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy me a new game. I haven't had a new game in a while. I'll get that. I'm like, what am I gonna get? Dragon Ball FighterZ just came out. I got that.
There you go.
I'm like, all right, I got chump change. What else do I got? And chump change. I saw it's like $100 some bucks.
Yeah.
Some chump change. I'm like, what the fuck else can I get? And I'm like, well, there's Rainbow Six. I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, it's $15 for the starter set on Steam. I go to Uplay. I'm like, what does the starter kit get you? You don't get anything. You don't get any. Like, you have to unlock all the operators, and because you get the starter edition, it's like double the time to unlock any kind of operator. So if you get the starter edition, let's just say normally it can take up till we'll say I don't know, full unlock a new operator. Like if you play the game, you play some matches, you collect your points, use your points to unlock those operators. Well, when you go to starter edition, instead of taking, we'll say 4 hours to unlock an operator, it takes 8. So it's like it turns into a full-time job just to unlock one operator.
Yeah.
And that's not including all like the skins and all these little extra like finagling things you can add to the guns and shit, or the apparel you can buy. So I'm like, all right, well, let's see what the other editions are. And then I ended up by getting a complete edition, which had year 1 operators, year 2 operators, and the year 2 operators are automatically already unlocked for me. So I don't have to pay for them. I just get them right off the bat. And then I just have to play the game, collect points, and unlock the year 1 operators. I'm like, that's pretty cool. And I think I might get, when the year 3 operator set comes out, I think I'm going to get those ones all in one shot as well. Because I purchased the complete edition.
Yes.
So I'm like, all right, I'll play this game. Started playing online. I've been watching Fredo more and more on this. Sorry, I was playing more. I was trying to get my aim on, I should say. And then I see Fredo play this. I'm like, man, they're really competitive.
Yeah.
Man, I'm starting a game that has been out for like 2 years that people are really good at now. And I'm like,
yeah.
Man, I don't want to fucking be the guy who's
full bottom of that learning curve.
Yeah.
You're just
I
on the shit end of the stick.
I don't want to be that guy who fucking loses, like makes his team lose because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. So then I start like overhyping him. I could fucking play this game. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. Jesus Christ! So I just for the longest time I was just playing solo, terrorist hunt, realistic, just doing that, and then finally on Fredo's Twitch, he has this Discord channel for subscribers, and they call themselves the Fam. And they're just like one of the guys, like his name's Memory Reed, was like, "Hey, are we playing this?" I'm like, "I don't know." He's like, "No, we're playing this." So he jumped on. A couple other people jumped on, Jaws and Looney Bin, and yeah, this will never happen ever again. My first game, my first round, I survive, and I get the team like the round winning kill.
Oh,
right,
impressive.
I was peeking upstairs, down the stairs. And behind me, there's a window that's boarded up, right? That the defender or the attacker can break through. But I'm peeking because I'm hearing footsteps. This dude is behind me. He just blasts through the window, like just shooting it. In the game, when you play online, if you just go up to and you melee, if someone's looking at that window and you melee, they're going to turn around and shoot you right away and you're dead.
Yeah.
So the trick now online is they kind of step away to the side or far away and they'll blast the window open with a gun because the whole boards will fall off that way. Well, I think he must have been rappelling, and he came down and he started shooting. So I see two bullets shoot from past me. I'm like, oh shit! I just turn around and start pre-firing. So all he's like, let's say he is. I start pre-firing here. So he's like, da, 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 and I hit him with a headshot, and I kill him. I'm like, fucking A, yeah, woo! And then that was like my only kill throughout that entire match. We still won the fucking game though. Like we won the match, which was amazing. And I sat there and I'm like, it's not gonna get any better than this. Like no. I've already reached the pinnacle of Rainbow Six.
You can retire now. You've done all you need to do. You've offered all you've had to offer.
Sorry, Fredo, I can't help you. I'm 1-0. I'm gonna fucking.
He has a perfect record in Rainbow Six Siege. Damn.
Yeah, it was one of those moments where I'm like, fuck, man. Like, but then instead of me being like, I should just stop because I've got this. All I want to do is fucking play this game now.
Yep.
This and obviously PUBG. I'm still a huge fucking proponent for PUBG.
I should have done that with PUBG. Yeah. Because it was like my third or fourth game. I got to third. Just complete fucking luck. Oh my God. I'm going across the field. I got some alright guns and I'm going across the field and someone starts shooting me. I take a little collection of houses and shit.
Was it yellow houses?
I think, it was.
Yeah,
it was
we were talking about that.
Yep, and then I go literally just right in. I like go into the house. I literally just sit in a corner because I'm thinking the guy's going to follow me in here and he's going to start a gunfight. And I just wait in there, and I'm in the circle. Circle gets smaller. And this is, it was about like 60 or 70 people at that time.
Okay.
Number start going down. Circle getting smaller. Still around me. This number go down. Circle gets smaller. Still around me. Circle gets smaller, still around me, circle around me. Circle gets smaller. It's just these three houses, just about like 10 people. I'm like, oh, god damn, I haven't moved in 10 minutes. I've just been sitting in this corner scared of the dude with a sniper. Oh my god. And like, I kept hearing grenades going off and guns fighting all around me.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm not moving,
I'm not moving. I can't do anything. And like, I saw some guys out in the windows and I took a couple pot shots out at them and I ended up just getting shot through one of the other windows that I didn't even see there. Yeah. When I was at, like, as soon as it got down to like 4 people, it all went silent. Yeah. I was sitting in that corner. I knew, I was like, they're in this house or that house. Yeah. Or they're right outside here.
Yeah, they're like
I
at
don't
the door
move.
waiting for you to open.
And this is like my 3rd or 4th game ever in PUBG, so I'm just sitting there like scared shitless with my shitty internet connection. Like, I'm just sit here. I'm just take this. This is my highlight. And yeah, some guy just shot me through a window, and I was like, I'm good. Yep. I'm good. And I get like steady 30s, 40s, but that's,
When I play PUBG, my norm is top 15 to top 10. If I play aggressive, usually it's more 20s to 30s. Yeah. Like I can play where I can try. I'm not good at the game, but I can try where I can get like 2 to 3 kills before I die. Or I play a little bit more conservatively where I will get maybe 1 to 2 kills, but I'm in the top, usually the top 10, at least at that point. Because when I used to play PUBG, before I started watching videos and watching Fredo play, I would go as far as I could from everyone else, and I would just collect some loot, and I would just constantly be running towards the white zone, the safe zone, always being a step away. So like people would be killing other people, and you know by the time I finally reached some action, it was like maybe top 15, but I had shit for loot. I had like maybe a micro Uzi or something, right? Or an ump with a red dot, and that's it. And level 1 everything. Instead of killing guys, grabbing their loot, and getting a fucking 5.56 weapon or getting a sniper rifle and going from there. Yeah, it was one of those moments where like I realized like I can't play like this anymore. I need to play semi-conservative and semi-aggressive. So then I was able to push and go further and get kills. And like my first chicken dinner I got by myself was it was on Erangel, like the original map, the one that you guys have on Xbox One. And
brag about it. Brag about the PC Master Race.
I'm just saying, it's just, you guys don't have Miramar yet.
Yeah.
I mean, God damn it. This is before the first person perspective as well. So I'm playing the game. I'm in third person, and I'm in the sunken city near the ruins. That's where the game closed in on us. I'm in one of the apartment complexes. The circle shrinks. There's about 4 of us left. I'm like, fuck! The circle's shrinking. Like, I need to move now. I'm running out the door to go on the top balcony, open it up. There's a guy right in front of me. All I have, because I was semi-conservative, I had a sniper rifle and I had a micro Uzi with a suppressor. Bop, 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 bop. He's dead. Awesome. I run. I hop off the ledge. As I hop off the ledge, I see there's only 2 people left now.
Oh.
I'm like, it's me and some other dude. Me splashing into the water gives me away. So now the motherfucker knows where I'm at. And I hear him running. So the water, we'll say, is like down here.
Yeah.
So here. The water's down here. The hill's up here. Well, he starts running here, but at the edge, there's a U opening. And I know that's where he's going.
Oh,
so
shit.
I just stay put.
Oh, shit.
Turns up. Pop, 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 boom. And when you get a chicken dinner in that game, I don't know if it is on the Xbox, but when you get the chicken dinner in that game, your gun just starts shooting. So it's just like da, 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 da. So the moment I realized I couldn't control my shooting, I'm like, I won! I fucking won! Yes! I lost my mind. I was so fucking happy. And this is me on the crappy hood getting this fucking chicken dinner, so I'm very happy about this. I screenshot it and made it my background for my computer.
That constant motivation, like, you can do this. This is possible.
It's there. It's fucking amazing. And then
must be nice.
Down the road. Down the road, I've also... You'll get there. Don't worry about it.
I will.
I have a friend who got the game not too long ago, and he's actually getting mad because he keeps getting top 10. And last time he got top 3, and he got killed from like a stupid decision. He didn't realize he ran out of bullets or something, so he didn't reload because there's no auto reload.
Yeah,
the melee reload.
Yeah,
he forgot about that. So he's like, and then he got killed.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I always just get killed just by the most random. Like, I don't notice someone if I walk by them.
I'm terrible.
Like, that happens to me all the time. It's just like I'm walking down, I don't suspect a thing, and I'm dead. That's most of my deaths right there. Like, I'm never in a gunfight. It's always just walking, dead.
On Miramar, it's man. Yeah. It is a sniper's wet dream because there's high hills, low hills, and like a couple of like little cliff sides you can hide behind. But
damn. Most of the times, apart from like the top 3 time, when I do well, it's when I'm sniping.
Really? Eh?
Really. So,
wait, are you a car guy? Are you like a SKS dude? What do you do?
I don't know the guns. Again, I haven't been playing it that much.
Okay.
The sniper
the single bolt.
Yeah, no, it's the semi-automatic. Starts with a V.
The VSS.
Yeah.
The one that takes 9 mil.
Yeah.
Are you fucking?
Yeah, I'm serious.
God damn it!
Just like keep a distance, just like pop, 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 and they're done.
God damn it! So apparently, I guess it's true. So the VSS on PC is terrible. It's like people fucking hate it.
Really?
They call it the very shitty sniper. That's what the VSS stands for.
Well,
on PC. But I've heard rumors that apparently the VSS on Xbox, on console, is amazing. And hearing you, that is your weapon of choice as a sniper?
Yeah.
Kind of proves it to me that's what it is then.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because like everyone always says the VSS is great on Xbox, but like you pick that up on fucking on PC and it's garbage.
Interesting.
Yep. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the way that it handles with like a thumbstick versus the mouse.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe there's something with going against like this, like holding it down and pressing versus like having to do that.
It's mind-boggling because like everyone on PC creams over either the Car 98, which is the single bolt action sniper rifle you can get in the game without getting into a loot box, like a supply crate, drop box, whatever you want to call it. Then obviously if you get to a drop box, drop crate supply, supply crate. I got all the words. I got all of them.
I got the best words.
You get the AWM, which has its own special ammunition, which is like pretty much a one-shot kill gun. Like, doesn't matter if you have a level 3 helmet, like fucking poof, headshot, you're dead with that gun. I never go for crates because I always die if I try to go for a crate.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. So I'm okay with getting an SKS, which is like the semi-automatic, semi-fire where you can just click multiple times to shoot. I'm good with the SKS sniper. I'll never go for a single bolt, and I'll never go for a fucking supply crate.
Yep. I always get the shit luck of like finding like a decent like hiding spot or like a spot I can just kind of like walk, wait for guys that's inside the circle, and then a supply drop comes down right on top of me. I'm like, God damn it, I wanted to hide here.
All the fucking
Why?
time. Or like you see it, you feel it from the corner of your eye dropping, you're like, don't go here. Stop it. I don't want this. Fuck off. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah. Drives me fucking nuts.
Man.
And I've also seen people, what they do on the PC, they might even do it on Xbox too. When the supply crate drops, they'll take a car and they'll go under it. It lands on the car and they can drive away with the fucking supply crate.
Really?
Yeah. So they can go to a safe.
Shit, I'm gonna try that. I'm just gonna get a car on Xbox just to try that.
Dude, you do know what's gonna happen. You're gonna sit under it.
It's gonna crush me.
No, it's gonna just before it lands, you're gonna get sniped in the head.
Yeah, probably.
Because you're a sitting duck in a car.
Yeah, that's right. I'm just gonna like do circles around it before it gets there, and then as soon as it gets close, yeah, I guess.
It's like I don't know how these fucking people do it, but they do it. It drives me nuts.
Too many people with too much time on their hands to play these games.
So all these fucking people like Shroud and like Dr. Disrespect, where like they're so great at this game, and I'm like, one time I was in a server and I saw blah 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 Disrespect killed blah 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 blah, and I'm like, is that Dr. Disrespect? And it comes up again. I'm like, nope, I'm quitting the game. I'm not even gonna fucking bother. There's
Can't
no
do
point.
it.
I'm not gonna fucking
Can't
win
do
this
it.
game. Oh fuck yeah! Once that's happened to me, and we're like, there's no way.
Wouldn't it have been worth it just to try to find him, just
Maybe.
to say you got killed by him?
Maybe, but it wasn't at that time. I was like, my nerves kicked in. I'm like, nope, I'm good.
Fear. I suffer from the gamer syndrome of everyone is worse than me as a noob. Everyone is better than me. Just plays the game too much and has no life.
I mean, that's how I feel with Lib when he fucking when we started doing that Let's Play for the Mortal Kombat tournament.
Yeah.
He fucking destroyed everyone.
Oh yeah.
It was
Absolutely
completely unfair. I thought I was kind of okay in that game, and then I'm fucking Lib played.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I prefer like basic simple Mario Kart, because I can do well in Mario Kart.
Oh yeah, like I want to get Mario Kart for my Switch, or I have it for the Wii U, but I want to get it for the Switch, and I would love to do a fucking like. Do you have a Switch at all?
No, the only console I have is an Xbox.
Okay, that's good.
all
that's
I
good.
have.
We could. Oh wait, we could probably get. There's a game that just came out on Xbox for Gold. Oh no, it's Crazy Taxi. But do you have Hydro Thunder?
No, I don't. I don't have many games for the Xbox right now.
Do you have?
I haven't bought any games new in like a year.
Fine, that's fine. Do you have? Well, you have Xbox Live, right? Xbox Gold.
Yes.
Do you go for the Xbox free games?
I always forget that they're there.
Oh, Colin. That sucks because there's like this for this 2 weeks that's about to end. One of the free games you can get is Crazy Taxi.
Okay.
Yeah, and have you ever played Crazy Taxi before?
Not on the Xbox.
So Crazy Taxi, for anyone who doesn't know, is like this arcade game where you can go and pick really exaggerated graphics, but like physics, where like you move really fast and you're sliding all over the place and you're jumping down and like any bump makes it go flying like 10 feet in the air and you get points for it. And it's like a time-based game where the moment you drop off this dude, you hurry up and get to the next person, and like it constantly keeps your timer going up because it's always going down type of thing. It's a Sega game, I think. It's really fucking fun and addicting. I remember playing it when I was a kid. But yeah, it's one of those Xbox free games. So I'm like, all right, I'll get it. I think the other one's like Assassin's Creed China. I think like the 2D scrolling Assassin's Creed game.
I haven't paid attention to Assassin's Creed in quite a while. I
played.
I think it was Assassin's Creed Unity, and I was having issues with the controls of it, and I couldn't do it.
Unity is the one where it's like you can play this online and you can get a co-op help and shit.
Yeah, and I played it for like 20 minutes and it frustrated the hell out of me. I almost threw my controller.
Oh, apparently the game was just a turd.
Oh yeah, it was a piece of shit.
Yeah, like
absolutely.
I kept hearing that. I saw the fucking footage of it, of like people world and like shit getting like just glitches.
You know how the problem I had was, you know how sometimes in Assassin's Creed, like you'd be at like the top of a tower or something, you would need to like jump across to something else, and then like it would like go the other way.
Oh yeah, you're like.
That was the entirety of the gameplay for me. No. Like I was like attack that guy. My character's just like looking back at the camera like, no, we'll do what I fucking want. And it just frustrated the hell out of 20 minutes and couldn't do it anymore.
It fucking drives me nuts when you have a game that you think is going to be good and it just falls apart.
Yeah, really.
It takes me so long now to buy video games. Like I need to watch reviews, I need to see gameplay, I need to like I can't impulse buy anymore.
Yeah. I I won't impulse buy mainly for the fact that I just don't play games as much as I used to. I used to spend hours on end just building maps in Halo and playing Skyrim and going online and Red Dead Redemption. I fucking loved that. But like I ended up having this feeling of like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, I could be doing something else.
Yeah, exactly. And I do still get that sometimes after a few hours, but because for that reason I just haven't like bought any new games and I haven't been gaming as much lately. Although I think the new Red Dead Redemption, once it comes out, that might bring me out of it.
There's no way that I'm not getting that game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this story continuing with the Mason family? Oh shit.
Yep, it is about John Marston, and I'm 90% sure it's about him like in his days with the gang.
Oh shit.
The gang that he tracked down and killed in Red Dead Redemption. It's a prequel.
But you're not playing as James Marsden though.
I think you are.
Are you?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh fuck! If you are, then I'm 100% game, man.
Looking this up right now
because he was one of my favorite. He's a great protagonist in that fucking.
Oh yeah, he's a fucking great character.
Yeah. That's one thing, man. That Rockstar does very well with their open-ended games, their sandbox games, is their stories have been always on par. Like they've always been great.
Okay, no, I was completely wrong. You don't play John Marston. You control Arthur Morgan, an outlaw, and a member of the Vanderlyn gang. I'm pretty sure the Vanderlyn gang
is the Marsden gang.
Yes.
Okay, then maybe Marsden's in the gang.
Yeah, maybe he's a character. Or I'm looking at Red Dead Redemption right now just to find out.
Yeah.
And I'm probably gonna find out that I'm.
Well, I'm hoping it's what it is because it's like I was saying the stories in those games, like GTA, any of the GTA games, Vice City has always been a game. The story that's always stuck out to me a lot.
San Andreas for me.
There you go. It's all these sandbox games where like, oh well, you don't like. This sounds. People are gonna probably get mad at me for saying this, but Skyrim doesn't really, or the Elder Scrolls games aren't really. The story's not really.
Really?
Yeah, I've never been a fan of the fucking any of the Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls.
For Skyrim, for the main quest line, I'll give you that.
Okay.
For like the main fight the dragons and all, get the scroll, get the words of power and all that. I'll give you that. But there's so much other storyline in the game that are just phenomenal. Okay. All the side quests of like, you get picked up by a Daedric god, you don't know he's a Daedric god, and you go out on a night of drinking, and you apparently went on like this drunken rampage across Skyrim, and you defiled this sacred totem and all this shit, and you gotta like go basically clean up after yourself all across Skyrim, and then you go meet up with the guy you met, and he reveals that he's like the Daedric god of fucking whatever, and he's been like, oh my god, this has been the best time I've had on Earth in so fucking long, man. Jesus Christ. And there's just so many moments like that. And like another one, you go meet a dog, and it turns out the dog's the servant of another fucking Daedric god and all this shit.
But see, that's the game having fun with its side quest. Yeah, if the game's main story can't, like for me, if it can't pull me in, I'm not gonna have any interest in playing any of the side quests.
True, but the main story doesn't exactly have to be.
Oh no, it doesn't have to be a focal point. Don't get me wrong. Like I 100% agree because like as an example. Majora's Mask. I've been replaying Majora's Mask literally like this past week. Fucking love that game. One of my favorite fucking games. I don't play it for the main story of like I gotta beat the fucking Skull Kid. I love getting all the side collecting the masks. That to me is a fucking amazing time. But the initial 5 to 10 minutes of the game where my Link that I love so much is turned to a goddamn tree. I gotta figure out how to not be a tree anymore. It grabbed me. And then the concept of the masks kicked in with the side quest. Then I understood it. So the main story had enough grab right at the beginning to pull me in, and then I can enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Though you did the beginning of Skyrim not do that for you? Like you're about to get fucking executed, and a dragon starts fucking the Imperials up, man.
So this is gonna sound really dumb because I just talked about Majora's Mask and I talked about this in the solo cast, but I don't like the facial animations in any Elder Scrolls game because it's.
They were a bit better than that in Skyrim.
A little bit, but not much. Zoom in on Sir Patrick Stewart's face, and it's like this.
Okay, yeah. In Oblivion, yeah, I'll give you that. But in Skyrim, they were a bit better.
They were a bit, but not enough. Like, and if you're gonna have a story-driven game, or that being one of your big plot points, I need to feel what. Like, and for me to feel something is if you're gonna throw voices, gotta give me the faces.
Yeah.
Like it's one of the few things I've always had an issue, and I love Mass Effect. Mass Effect's the exact same thing. Mass Effect is
Yep. I'm just thinking back of the old Tony Hawk Pro Skater games when they didn't even have the mounts opening. They just had like the character model as
Power Ranger movements.
yeah.
But see, that I'm a hypocrite in that sense because then I just talked about Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask doesn't have.
No, it has
No.
it's fucking shitty
It's
graphics
just-
in
it's
those
just
games
like
compared to
staring
what we
dead at you,
had.
just and like moments like that, but like that's it. But I think what the difference is, all the other motions are very exaggerated. So like when Skull Kid's talking, his hands are going, or reading the text, so you're putting the emotions in.
Yeah.
It's one of the things where I remember when I was getting older, I hated text-based games, like where there were no voices. That's what I mean. Where I had to read, I was fucking hating that.
Yeah, I never got into those.
But now I've actually kind of turned around on it, where like playing again Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, the old Super Mario games, or even like Luigi's Mansion and shit, where the people talking don't actually have voices, but I'm putting I'm creating the theater, right? Theater of the mind. I'm actually okay with that now because everything else is still, it looks pretty. There's motion. There's a lot of stuff that's happening. But the moment you throw in voices and you don't give me that beautiful facial reaction, like The Witcher,
Yep.
Witcher 3 specifically, because Witcher 1 and 2 are not the greatest looking games, obviously. They're older. But Witcher 3 has voices and amazing fucking facial reactions.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I know I would play that game if I had the money for it.
Yep. Yep. And that's one of the reasons people were kind of jerking off over The Last of Us. Because it had all these actually great acting performances and all this amazing graphics on these characters' faces as they went through everything.
It just sucked that the gameplay wasn't the greatest.
Yeah, I know. I was like, everyone started hyping it up, and I like played a demo for like half an hour in EB Games one day, and I was like, am I past the tutorial?
Yeah.
Is this still just like, is it going to be this slow the entire time?
And the answer is yeah. It's a very slow-paced game. Playing a movie. It's like the Order 1886 when that came out. People were drooling over this PlayStation exclusive. I'm like, look how pretty it is. Oh my God. It looks like you're fighting in a movie scene. It's because you are. And it's terribly paced. You're literally jumping from, like, your action scenes are like you're loading screens to the next scene. You shoot a couple guys and then, here's an action scene. You shoot a couple guys, here's an action scene. Like, that's what it was. So
Yeah. And I need my games to have a bit more immersiveness, and I need to be able to like have more control and have a bit more faster paced playing than that. I have to be able to play. Like that's why I played Grand Theft Auto Online all the time, because it was so much. There was
instant.
Yeah, it was instant. It was instant if you wanted it to be.
That's
but
true.
if you wanted things to slow down, if you just wanted to go like steal a car, deliver it, steal a car, deliver it, just for money, you could do that. You can grind like that. But if you wanted to go get in some helicopter and start shooting people, you could do that.
Jump the fence at the military base, get into one of the jets. And
The moment I realized I knew the game was going to be fun, I was going through one of the first like kind of tutorial missions, and I was driving a car down a highway to go deliver it after it had been stolen, and some guy flew a cargo jet into me. And I was like, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Oh my God, this is awesome. And it was just chaos and nonsense. And I love it so much. I need to start playing that game again, but I fell out of it. I'd have to download like 8 different packs if I went back, probably.
I would have to fucking get like one of those shark cards to even come close to any of the story, like the story stuff, like like the criminal mastermind missions and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have money because I don't have enough money to start my own crew. I don't have enough people that I know that have money in the game to start their own crew.
I don't have anyone I'd be able to play. I did everything in that game on my own, solo.
Same here.
It was like every once in a while just linking up with a random person in the lobby.
Yeah.
Just like, hey,
because you need to be paired up with people to do the heists.
I know. We need our own like achievement hunter-esque group of guys to be able to do this stuff.
Oh fuck! I know you have the game. I know that much.
Yes.
I also have the game and an Xbox.
Yes.
I think Lib has an Xbox. I'm hoping he has the game.
He has an Xbox. I'm not sure if he has.
We're gonna find out.
He's talked about it before. I'm pretty sure he'll have it.
And then if someone in the control room, if you guys have an Xbox and fucking GTA 5, SSN crew,
Let's do it.
and why not?
SSN
Right?
crew. Shit.
Right?
Loving it.
Right? Or we could literally call ourselves the network.
The network.
Come on!
Yeah.
Fucking
The network.
My God! That would be
We're
so
doing
good.
that's gonna be most of our Let's Plays from now. We're just gonna like start our way through Grand Theft Auto Online, just working our way through it. Years after it came out, super fucking late.
People still watch fucking GTA videos, man.
They do. They do.
And we can go through now.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay, yeah. All right. I'm gonna end this right now because we're gonna go talk to the crew guys in the back about this.
Okay.
And see what we can do. So everybody, thank you very much for joining us for this episode of the Select Start Network. We went for a pretty good time. We almost went for 2 hours.
Yeah,
I'm
almost.
happy with that. Yes.
Damn. Nice. We weren't done.
Hey, whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
There, thank you.
Value.
Once again, I want to thank Ruth for being the director, Mac Face for rocking it on the audio. Colin, thank you very much for helping me do this duo podcast.
Anytime.
Perfect, guys. Well, thanks again for joining us. If you want to support us, I'm not going to do the whole big spiel. If you want to hear us, the audio version of this, you can get it on Google Play, iTunes, apparently Stitcher, but Stitcher's being a weird bitch about it, and I got to figure out what the hell's going on. Where it's popping up, but you can actually click and select stuff, so I got to figure that out. Just fucking subscribe if you want. Share this video. Pretty much it. Colin, anything you want to plug?
Instagram at Colin Seaburns.
All right. And I'll have that in the links as below. And as usual, guys, thank you so much. And we love you, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.
Bye.